Japanese cuisine is not top tier.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Well, that's actually.
It's
wow.
not even top 5.
No.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, I don't know why, but that's how it is. And
Like-
I'm the only person who's brave enough to admit it.
I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't. I absolutely disagree. Like, why? Why? What's?
It's just not like the taste is really bland. Everything's kind of sweet, and once you've tasted, like, don't get me wrong, the food quality in general is amazing here.
Yeah.
But Japanese cuisine is just not top tier. It's good.
Wow.
It's even great, but it's not top tier. You know what I mean?
Okay.
The tastes are kind of like a little bit bland and kind of mush and kind of saucy,
Yeah.
and it's not that varied. I don't know. So, Italian, Chinese, Indian. I like Middle Eastern cuisine.
Yeah, of course.
And
I like them all.
I would go with like Thai, maybe even Korean before I would go
Yeah.
with Japanese. I like a little punch.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm kind of tired of pretending that I have to say that Japanese cuisine is the best in the world. And also sushi, it's overrated.
You don't.
It's overrated. It's nice sometimes, but it's not the best thing since sliced bread.
Well, I mean, I do think it's better than sliced bread, to be honest. Yeah, I disagree because the variety of it is amazing. You have like local differences. It is very adaptable to foreign influences. There's a lot of history in the cuisine here. I also not everything here that I eat here is amazing.
Okay, what's your favorite dishes here?
I honestly, I
What are you gonna say, karage?
It's a
Fried
Fami chicken.
Yeah, fami chicken.
I,
Yeah, the most fucking historical Japanese dish.
I think that well, my favorite. It really depends on the day, but I can eat Japanese food every day, but I couldn't eat like
I
German
had enough
food
of it
every
after
day.
2 years. I can't.
Well, I
can't eat
haven't
Japanese
been
food
living
anymore.
here that long, so I might not be able to do that. But I think my favorite would be just when you go for
Don't say
ramen.
ramen. Oh fuck.
There's so much variety on it. Like I could eat ramen twice a day, and
No
for
way.
a week at least, and it would be enough variety that I would feel okay. I wouldn't want to have to do that, but there's never a moment where I'm like, ugh, I can't eat ramen.
Okay. Well, I can.
Yeah. And if I can't eat ramen, I can go for udon. I can go eat soba noodles.
It's all good dishes.
It's all
They're
great.
just not top tier.
Well,
Okay, what's your favorite dish in the world?
I don't think I have one, but like if I had to rank countries,
Yeah.
Italy and Japan would share number one spot.
What? That's crazy. Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, listen, it's a controversial thing. That's what we're going
Yeah,
for.
that's what we're going for. My first controversial statement is it's all gonna end up in the ocean anyways, which refers to
What does that got to do with Japan?
well, I feel like the Japanese way of looking at trash is kind of ridiculous.
Yeah.
You don't have trash. First of all, you don't have trash cans anywhere. Then when you live here, you have to sort your trash in like these tiny subcategories, which are confusing and don't really make
Combustibles.
sense. Combustibles, non-combustibles.
Can I tell you a secret?
Tell me, you just throw it all in the paper trash.
I'm not going to say that. God knows what happens. But what does that mean? I still don't know after 2 years.
Well,
What's
I
combustible?
I
You can
think-
burn anything. That's why I'm...
Yeah,
you
I
can
think-
literally burn any... You can burn oil.
Yeah.
Like you
Yeah.
So what's combustible?
Yeah.
What does that mean? I still haven't gotten an
There's like a
explanation.
list of things, but it's confusing because some fit on one category and could also fit in the other one. It's kind of like learning kanji. It's like everything, everywhere, all at once. And yeah, I can't really explain it. But the thing is, at the same time, this country fucking wraps single bananas in plastic.
Yeah.
So I honestly believe that they create so much fucking trash. They take it out of the trash cans, they put it all in the same container, they drive somewhere to a quiet coastal area and just dump it in the ocean. I think that's
I think
what
they
they
just
do.
burn it.
You can't really burn everything that easily, I
I
think.
think you can just pour gasoline and just start burning everything.
I think they're still gonna, everything that residue just gets dumped in the ocean. They're like,
Because
that's for the
apparently
turtles. Fuck
Japanese
the turtles.
scientists, I'm a hypochondriac.
Yeah.
I read all the news about microplastics
Yeah.
and shit. And in Japan, I don't know, it was in University of Kyoto or whatever, they found out like plastics in the clouds, which means
Wow.
they're probably plastics was burnt.
It's like
and
cotton candy. It's kind of sweet. Imagine one day we
like
have
glitter
we have like colored clouds, like rainbow colored clouds. I think that would be sweet.
from all the fucking banana
Yeah.
wraps that we.
Yeah. I think that would be
It is.
nice.
It is crazy. I have to be. I have to be honest. I was shocked when I first came over.
But like we already have like microplastics
Everywhere, yeah, in your brain,
like,
whatever.
Yeah, everywhere.
yeah. But it probably being here,
Like if
it
you-
doesn't help.
Like you.
Being here doesn't help.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
It's true.
You know, I went to a bakery here in Shimokizawa, and I took one little pain au chocolat, the little whatever, and it was wrapped already in plastic.
Yeah.
It was tiny one, and then they put it in a plastic bag,
Yeah.
and they gave me plastic cutlery wrapped
Yeah.
in plastic,
Yeah.
and I threw everything away after a
Yeah.
single use.
Yeah.
It's fucking nuts.
It's nuts. It's really nuts. So I
I think it's got to do with like things having to look kind of
pretty and
disinfected.
clean and
Also, yeah, clean, like no human
Yeah.
touch,
Yeah.
whatever. I don't know. There's no other. I don't know.
Yeah, I totally I totally agree. That's yeah. Anyways, what's your number?
No,
number
but
two?
sorry,
Oh.
everything ends in the ocean. What the fuck does that mean?
Well, I just meant that I feel like it's.
Are you
kinda-
advocating for us to just drive to the
no,
ocean and
no,
like,
absolutely, I'm
dumping
not.
like a bunch
But
of
I feel like it's kind of like the rules they have here on trash don't really reflect their actions, and they're just one-sided. It's just like you need to carry your trash home. You need to be super gentle with like what you put where. But at the end of the day, I think what comes from wherever you buy your things and where it all goes is completely neglected.
Right.
I might be wrong. I haven't read up on this at all, but I just feel like if I see a wrapped banana or like a single tiny piece of pain au chocolat wrapped
right?
in plastic 2 times, then I don't really feel like you should be. Then like you're lecturing the wrong person when you're
Right.
telling me that, oh, this piece of plastic doesn't belong to that piece of plastic. But you know, I might be just stupid and don't know all the things.
I like how you said I don't really know what's going on. I
I
think
don't,
this is the
I don't
essence.
know anything. I'm
The
just
essence of this podcast.
Yeah.
Two white guys just they don't know what's going on, but
because
commenting confidently on
everybody
Japan.
is waiting for
A
what
hot
do
take.
the white people say? What are your opinions of the white people? That's what everybody is waiting for. you know? Finally, the white people
What,
talk.
right?
Let them talk.
Can we have a spotlight for a second?
Yeah,
We never had that.
yeah. We're like white cis men.
Yeah.
It's like we're marginalized in this world. You know, we need to know. Everybody needs to know our opinion
exactly.
on everything. You know?
Who's gonna explain
Yeah.
explain this
To the-
sophisticated
who's gonna explain this to the
culture
women?
better? Yeah.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
P.S.
I'm gonna ruin everything.
I
for
can't
me
wait
with
to
this podcast.
tag you on this podcast under every clip.
I'm kidding.
Should we preface this hot seat game that we're doing with like a little statement how much we love Japan and how much it's like an
Dude,
amazing
yeah,
culture and
I
everything?
give up everything in Germany.
Or should we
to
just
come
go
here.
tits up and just?
No, it's
No, it is amazing here. I mean, so many people want to live
no
here.
for real. Like I feel like this is like
We're doing this purely for content, which is a
we're doing-
horrible thing.
Yeah, but you know what? I feel like if you love someone, you
What?
need to. If you like, even on a human level, if you have like a best friend or you have a girlfriend or wife or your family, whoever, if you love someone, you need
You
to
have to
say
remember their shitty side.
Yeah, and you love them despite things that you think you can criticize. And yeah,
Go on.
so
I wanted to pay you back for the beginning for such a long time.
we can do that afterwards.
All
We'll
right.
figure that out later.
All right, controversial statement number 2.
That's yours.
Baseball sucks.
Oh wow. Okay. Is that
It's
really
a-
a statement? Like,
Because it's the number 1 sport in Japan.
Yeah.
Everybody worships baseball players here. Japanese baseball players.
oh,
Everybody's obsessed with baseball.
oh.
They start in elementary school, whatever already. And they always look really sad when they ask me, like, who's my favorite baseball player or team? And I say, I don't watch baseball. And then everything comes to a still.
I feel
And
like
I never had the courage to say I hate baseball in front of
Yeah.
Japanese people.
really.
Yeah, because so much
I mean,
expectation is hanging on it.
hate is a strong
boring.
word.
It's just boring.
Well, it doesn't. But
I
do you
don't.
mean
I don't
you
want.
have
It's,
to
apparently,
hate
a
it?
baseball game lasts for like 72 hours.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
It's pretty long, but I feel like
We're European. We don't have baseball.
That's true, but I still think I'm not I don't watch sports at all, so from
Oh, really? Because you
yeah.
look like a really sporty guy.
Oh.
Huh?
Not-
German sarcasm.
Really?
Oh my god.
Wait. No. I think I wouldn't say I hate baseball. I do get why people can find it boring, and I'm also not a baseball fan. And like, but I enjoy the atmosphere at the stadium here because everybody.
you
loves
went?
it. Yeah, I went. It's like really cool. They
Nerd.
have like the little place.
Did you know what's going on?
Kind of. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. I mean, you have a drink, you scream when everybody else screams, and it's fun. I feel like it's and it's very interesting to when you know about the connection between the U.S. and Japan and the little differences they have in their baseball games, and so I think that's kind of cool. Am I gonna miss baseball if I go back home to Germany? No, but I also don't miss soccer here at all. So I'm like,
Did you just say soccer?
Yeah. I'm sorry, football.
You're letting yourself down right now.
Am I?
Jesus. Because at the beginning I asked you, does it bother you when people call you Simon?
Yeah, but I don't.
And now you're like being all American up in here.
I don't mean yeah.
Living it up in New York. Whatever you do, I don't even know what's the shtick here.
Yeah, well,
I'm not even gonna miss soccer.
I'm not gonna miss soccer.
Fuck. This podcast is gonna be really popular in the US.
You think so? Yeah, but because of me, because I'm respecting their
fucking
culture.
baseball fan number one.
Biggest baseball fan.
Yeah,
there
exactly.
is. Yeah. All right. You want to hear my next one?
I'm not sure.
You're not sure.
No, go ahead.
Animal cafes should be legal.
Should be legal.
Yeah, illegal.
Illegal.
I feel like,
Wow.
honestly, and this kind of extends to
Greenpeace over
this kind of extends to the pet shops here where you can like buy tiny, cute little dogs and cats. I just don't think it's good for the animals. Cat cafes, maybe, but everything is like capybara cafes and owl cafes and all the different shit you have here. I just don't think, I think the animals are traumatized. They absolutely hate it. I think if you would ask the animals, they'd be like, either free me or kill me now. I can't take another foreigner shoving a knife into my face.
A what?
Another foreigner shoving a knife into my face.
A
there's
knife?
like iPhone.
iPhone, sorry.
There's like, there's like owls in there, like fucking owls. They have to be there in like daylight and have you put them on your shoulders and stuff. And I don't know. I just don't think that should be legal. I get the origin of like cat cafes and dog cafes. I do get why there was a necessity to have that.
Why was there a necessity?
Well, because Japanese apartments, they usually don't allow pets. So in order to get cuddly with animals,
Right.
you could go there.
No, because a lot of Japanese people have small dogs. Have you noticed that?
Yes.
Apparently,
Yes.
Japan has more pets now than it does kids. For the
I
first year.
absolutely believe that.
Yeah. So
But
that's why
there's-
I'm surprised.
But no, there's still a lot of apartments where you're not allowed to have a pet. So that was the original thing why they started with all the pet cafes. And and if it's about pets, like a rabbit cafe, whatever, do it. I don't care. But I went to this mini pig cafe in Harajuku once,
I always wanted to go to that one.
and honestly,
mini pigs.
Yeah, it's mini pigs, but it's it just felt miserable.
They treat them
I'm
bad, you
Sorry,
think?
I don't know that for sure, but I just felt like I felt bad for doing it.
Right.
I felt
Maybe
like
there's a difference
prostitute for
also.
animals. Like I'm using prostitution for animals. That's how I felt. It's like it's not. They put these pigs on your lap and they're kind of like super tired all the time, so they stay on your lap. So I don't
That
know
doesn't
why.
sound good.
And it's like that in most cafes. Like cat cafes, if you're unlucky, the cats won't come. So I feel that's kind of fine. But other than that, I don't think that should be legal, to be honest.
Maybe there's a difference between like kind of domestic animals and like wild animals that they keep in a pet cafe. Because my
Maybe.
sister is a vet, and I told her, "Oh, there's a capybara cafe. You know,
Yeah.
capybaras are so
Yeah.
cute. I wanted to go." And she was like, I'm gonna renounce you if you go to that one.
Yeah.
You can go to a dog cafe or a cat cafe.
Yeah.
That's okay. Probably she's still not ecstatic about the idea.
Yeah.
But don't go to like, this is a wild animal. It shouldn't be in a confined space, you know?
Yeah.
So I kind of get that. But I did go to a cat cafe once, and it was huge. The cats had a lot of space, and everybody was spoiling them. I don't know if that's like optimal for cats, but it just didn't seem. It didn't seem
Yeah,
horrifying.
I think cats probably they don't care that much. Dogs probably they get attached to people, so I don't know. I'm not like a vet or anything, but I feel like cats is the only one that I feel comfortable going.
Right.
Also, I'm also not like
Because people have cats at home,
yeah.
and they usually have small places. Anyway,
So what's your controversial take
Shit.
about Japan? Number
okay.
3.
Japanese politeness can be overrated.
Overrated mean
That after a while, it's really nice. Don't get me wrong, it's really nice. Everybody's polite, but after a while, it starts to feel more like an automatism than like a genuine expression of like goodwill. You know what I mean? So you don't exactly know where you stand. Sometimes it doesn't feel. So sometimes it's better. It's easier. Maybe I don't know. Maybe it's an Eastern European thing.
yeah.
That somebody shows me a negative emotion than to hide it behind a veneer of politeness. You know?
Yeah.
Maybe it will be easier sometimes. Because sometimes I feel like maybe it's just me, I'm overanalyzing or I'm an asshole, but I feel like politeness here can contain some sort of passive aggressiveness that I'm usually not understanding that well. I just see that something was not as it's supposed to be if somebody's genuinely polite to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, sure. I think you're right, but I also think that doesn't really diminish the politeness, in my opinion. Like, I heard this before that people say about like when Americans they ask you, "Oh, how are you?" and they're like, "Yeah, they don't really give a shit how you actually are.
Yeah.
They just want to hear, I'm fine," or just you answering how are you? But that's fine in my opinion. It's still better than having like a bad customer service experience, in my opinion. Which is,
I agree.
so yes, if you come here the first time, you're probably like, wow, everybody's so super duper polite,
And
the
they
longer
are.
you
And it's
and
nice.
they are, and the
Yeah.
longer you stay here, it just gets normal, and you kind of like also ignore it. But it's still better than going to a store, which you can happen to you in Germany. You go to a store.
Oh
and
yeah,
they're like-
Berlin,
they're like-
Berliner Schnauzer.
yeah, and they're like rude to you, or they don't really
You know what?
want to help you.
Nobody's gonna believe me, but I visited Berlin a couple of months ago,
Yeah.
and I went to this hipster coffee place where they give you this
Oh,
much
we're gonna
coffee for
believe you
like
that.
€5.
Everybody. will
And
believe that.
the guy was, I thought he's like, he was looking at me like I killed his mom and sliced her up in 1,000 pieces because I ordered a cup of overpriced coffee.
Oh.
He had like really cool tattoos, and he was like, "What do you like? What the fuck do you want?" And then he threw the coffee literally at me, and then he asked me if I want to tip him, and I kind of missed that
Yeah.
a little bit. Sometimes I don't know.
Oh, you mean the?
I kind of miss this
rudeness.
sassy
Yeah.
attitude,
Mhm.
you know, for no reason.
I can- yeah.
Maybe it's sadomasochistic.
Honestly, I think what you might be missing actually
Maybe
is
because
the human level.
because it was a contrast. Also,
Yeah.
maybe
yeah, but
because in Berlin you just go through so much abuse as a customer, you know, that maybe you kind of they cultivate you into it.
yeah,
I don't know.
yeah, or you miss the human level, because I feel like the customer service, what it can be is kind of robotic
Yeah.
in a way. I feel like when you are in a store, like if you go to a small like store and there's like only the owner or something, you can have a conversation. But I've never had a conversation with someone working at Konbini.
Right.
I don't even know how
I
they
did
would
with a
react.
Nepalese guy,
Sorry?
with the guy from Nepal in my 7-Eleven.
Oh.
He immediately was like, "Hey, where are you from?" No. I was like, "Oh, wow, this is the first time I'm, you know."
Yeah.
Even though I go to the 7-Eleven all the time and I've lived in the same area for 2
Yeah.
years. Nobody ever talks to me. But this Nepalese guy was immediately like, "You're a foreigner. I'm a foreigner. You know,
Oh,
let's
that's
chat.
cool.
Let's chat it up." It was nice.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah. Oh, my turn. My next one.
Yeah, I don't even know what we're talking about right now.
The controversial statements about.
No, yeah, I know about that, but Jesus, no. What was mine? The politeness.
the politeness,
Yeah, whatever.
All right.
Dementia.
Controversial statements about Japan. Number 3. From my side.
I like how you have to. It's nice.
Well,
It's good to have a German sometimes.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
No,
Steer the ship.
I wouldn't go that far, but
No?
to
Okay.
have him on the crew, maybe.
Don't let him take over. Is that what you're saying? Just have one German
Not
in
the
the
steering
crew.
wheel.
Right.
Get him away from the cockpit.
Not the Capitan, but
No,
maybe
no,
one
no,
of the
no, no.
engineers.
maybe,
Yeah.
the engineers, maybe. Yeah. Anyways, so my controversial statement number 3 is you don't really have to eat every part of the animal. I feel like
Like all of your statements are fucking environmentalism 101.
no, it's not. No.
Okay, you had the trash in the ocean.
Yeah.
You had the animal cafes, and now you have like
But I'm not saying
meat eating.
But this time, I'm not saying you don't have to eat meat. I'm just saying, do I really have to offer pig anus in my
Yes.
izakaya? Do I really have to offer that? Is the market for it that big? I'm not saying it's if you're coming in from the angle of saying, oh, at least we're using every part of the animal, then yes, I agree. But as just from a culinary standpoint, I think I don't know. I never had the craving for that, and there's also some organs that you can get here. I don't really see the appeal of that.
But since the animal was slain already,
Yeah, sure, eat it, whatever.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
you don't like the taste. Is that what
I don't like the taste, and I don't really know why. Like, it doesn't really come to my mind. Maybe that's because I'm from Germany or Europe. It doesn't really come to my mind why you would think of eating the asshole of a pig. I don't. It's just, why would you do that? Why? Why?
I sent you a story of that guy who's eating met eagle.
Yeah.
So I'm a bit surprised that you're the one that's like. And met eagle is like raw pork.
I'm not
that you-
saying German cuisine has better answers for this at all.
Okay, explain to people what's met eagle right now.
Or met eagle is like you have minced meat, pork, and
Raw.
and you have like a huge mountain of it. And
You have a huge mountain of it.
you'll have like this big
Of
pile
raw
of it
pork
of raw pork, and then you have like you put like onions on them, raw onion rings, with like maybe like how do you call them, like a
Don't ask me anything about met
it's
eagle.
not a fig. What do you call those? The fruits that you make wine from. I'm missing the word in English.
Grapes.
Grapes. You put like grapes in there, so it looks like the hedgehog's eyes. And
Wait. Why does it have to be a hedgehog made out of pork?
because
raw pork meat?
afterwards you put, because a hedgehog has like the spikes on the back, you put like little pretzel sticks in there, and so to make sticks, and that's like what a met eagle, a minced meat hedgehog
You
is.
still didn't answer. Why does it have to be? Why do you have to put?
I think because they were like, oh, let's eat a pile of minced meat, and they were like, yeah, no, we can't do that. That's barbaric.
Yeah.
That's like, why would you do that? We're not in medieval times anymore. And they were like, well, what can you make of a pile of meat? And they looked at it from the side probably and were like, it kind of looks like a hedgehog, doesn't it? And then they were like, oh fuck yeah, let's make it look like a hedgehog. That's how that happened.
Why didn't make it look like a pig?
Because then you
Because
would
they're
have
eating
to
the
make like
pig.
the snout, and you would have to make like the curly tail. It's
Did you ever
difficult.
eat met eagle, like raw pork? You eat it with your hand, or?
You can like eat it with like bread or something, as you don't really eat it with your raw hands.
Did you eat it?
I think I ate it like once.
Okay.
Mainly it's more of a meme than something. you
Ah,
eat,
okay.
I think.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for that lovely description.
Yeah, that's why I don't miss German cuisine here at all because of shit like that.
What's the most unappealing thing that you did eat in Japan? Was it the pork anus or whatever?
Taste wise, I think yes.
No, yakitori.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it
Skewers.
did taste like even though I have had zero past experience, while eating it, my instincts told me, oh, that tastes like shit. Like literally shit. Like not
Right.
just rating. It did taste like shit, but it also tasted like feces. I knew that. And at that moment, like something in my head was like, oh, now I know what feces tastes like.
Right.
Don't have to do that again.
Right.
Oh no, you know what? In a similar izakaya, I had they had stingray meat, and that also tasted very disgusting. I really didn't like that because the stingray, I don't know if you knew this, they urinate through their skin.
Okay.
Like they don't really have like dicks or something to pee
Right.
out, which would also not be very aerodynamic for them, I guess. So they just get all the urine out of through their skin, and so when you eat it, and it's not really minced properly, it really has this very weird kind of taste. So that maybe was even
Stingray.
worse than that. It was really like I was like I had like a tiny bite and I spat it out. I was like, okay,
Okay.
can't do that.
All right.
Yeah, I think that. What about you?
Chicken uterus,
Oh, okay.
yakitori, skewer again.
Hmm.
My favorite.
What does that taste like?
It's just very kind of like intestines like, and like a strong smell. Also like a very unappealing texture, I have to say.
See, and that's
Not my favorite.
that's kind of
But I get it where it comes from, because Japan didn't, people were starving for a very long time and very recently.
Yeah.
So they had to use all of the animal, and then you cultivate the taste around it. So, but it's not good at all. Anyway,
Your next point.
my turn.
Yeah. Number.
Oh shit!
That's your number 3
Yes.
for the top 5
I gotta
controversial
think. Oh right.
topics. Is
I
it
feel like
4 already?
Is it 4?
All right.
It's 4.
Almost at the end.
I don't have 5. I just have 4. I think.
Oh, okay.
If I'm even gonna think of 4.
Should we-
Yes. So, all these Japan worshippers
Yeah.
that sometimes get me a bit uncomfortable. All
Okay.
this like Japan worshipping.
Okay. Why? Why do they get you uncomfortable? These Japan workers. What do they do?
Oh, so creepy. I'm gonna pay you back. All of these last samurais. I think people conveniently forget that all of the amazing stuff that Japan is famous
Yeah.
for actually comes from China originally.
Oh wow. Okay.
That's my controversial take.
That's a very controversial take. Wow. Okay.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna be able to top that.
yeah.
That was your last one, right?
That was my last one.
Okay,
Going
then
out with a bang.
I'm gonna skip one and go to my last one.
You're not gonna respond even. You're just gonna let me hang in there.
Honestly, yeah.
Historically speaking.
First of all, I don't think it's. I disagree. I don't think that's 100% true. Japan has always been a country that took influences from other countries, whether that be China, Korea, the US.
Yeah.
Also, a lot of influences from Germany,
Right.
actually. But I think the approach that Japan took with them is always unique and always Japanese.
put their own spin
never,
on it,
yeah,
right.
they never just took something from another country. They always made it their own thing, and in that
Right.
case, it's just normal. It's just I think the reason why in Japan it's something that pops up more is because Japan has been secluded from the rest of the world for so long that you just notice it more. But like
Right.
for example, in European countries, we have always been mixing our cultures with each other and these influences. So it's really difficult to say like, oh yeah, that's main German, when actually like no, because
Sure.
Germany
It's much more
hasn't-
complicated than that.
So
But ramen is your favorite dish. Everybody thinks ramen is Japanese. Everybody's like, oh, that's the most famous Japanese
well, it
dish.
is it's Japanese.
It comes
origin
from
is China.
Chinese-
Yeah, I get that.
It's
still.
Chinese immigrants in Yokohama.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. The origins, not the thing itself.
yeah.
The origin of
Yeah.
the thing. It's
I
not
still
like
wouldn't give
it's not
China
like
the credit for it though. I would.
I would.
Credit.
I would give. No, I would for the origin, not for what it is now.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that this origin story is conveniently forgotten by all of these Japanese purists that are worshipping Japan. Not giving any credit from all of this.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
China was the center of the world in this part of the world. There's no denying that.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's a hot take.
It's a hot take. Yeah, it's a hot
Right.
take, man.
I'm
Man,
reading history now.
We're here
I'm
to
giving you hot takes.
Yeah, man. We're we're
Like we said, white guys.
we're burning
we're getting-
bridges here.
Exactly.
It's-
We're burning
yeah.
bridges. This is the last episode before the new government deports me.
And me. And we've already ended up in prison.
Yeah, exactly.
Which must be very bad, by the way. in
Okay,
Japan.
your take.
My number one controversial.
Number 1.
Yeah, that's
Nice.
or like the final one.
Yes.
A controversial.
Like if
take
you're gonna
in
do some fucking environment shit again, I'm gonna lose my shit.
Wales, no.
No.
Actually, that would be the thing, but I'm not gonna talk about
Dolphins.
that.
Yeah.
My number one take is the majority of anime and manga is just mid at best. It's not as amazing as you think. There is amazing anime and amazing manga, yes, but the vast majority is really mediocre. And I'm gonna take it further.
No. Nice.
It's gonna get really
Yeah.
hot now. One Piece is probably the most overrated anime that is out there.
can't participate because I don't watch anime, which is probably even worse.
It might be worse. Well,
Or maybe not,
Let
because
me-
I don't have a strong opinion.
so my first statement, it's just a feeling for me. But I love anime and I love manga,
Oh, okay.
but not.
So you're like,
but-
you think you're a connoisseur.
I wouldn't say that. Like, there's probably a lot that
You
you
style
could,
yourself
you
a
could give me like some
connoisseur.
complimented names and titles, and I would never hear them. And I'm probably there's a
Dragon
lot of
Ball.
stuff that I have. What's that?
Death Note. That's the two.
Oh, that sounds interesting.
I know, and I know Attack on Titan.
Yeah, no, those are actually all three great animes.
Okay, nice.
Those are exceptions to what I'm saying, but the majority, I think there's a lot of really mid stuff that I started reading or watching. I was like, ugh, this is so boring. It's always the same, which is also my critique about One Piece. People say, oh, One Piece is so amazing. The story is super long and it just never ends. And I think that's a weakness. I think I grew up watching One Piece and reading One Piece and being reading up to date until as a teenager, I was like, this is always the same shit. It just keeps repeating itself and getting longer and longer. And
What is Pirates or something?
yeah, it's like the pirate story. The idea and the story is really cool, but it's like it just is
Don't tell it to me.
always the same. They go to a new environment. There's like a new bad guy. They have to find some
Fighting.
new technique to fight or something, and then they do it. But they never find the actual fucking treasure. And I just at a certain point I was like, yeah, I don't need to
Can I ask
watch
you
this
something?
anymore.
Why are they always screaming in anime?
Oh, but because to show like more emotion, to make like this, it's more
Yeah, but-
dramatic, It's an expression of like,
It's like a 5-minute monologue and
yeah,
the character screaming
yeah.
the entire monologue.
Because they're super emotional, like you're fighting for your life and stuff. Like I get that. I get
Yeah,
that.
but nobody does that in real life.
Yeah. Well, do people in real life have like chainsaws growing out of their hands? Oh,
That's a good question.
see.
Okay, so you're just like anything goes.
Yeah, of course.
Let's
I
just
mean,
scream for 45 minutes.
yeah. If it's a great story about like scream for 45 minutes, it can be amazing. If you do
You don't
that,
get a headache from that?
well, you might. I mean, like.
Okay, sorry.
There
Maybe
are
you're,
like
really...
there are like bands I like to listen to that give me a headache if I listen to them all day long.
Okay, so
I
that's
still
like
listen to
normal that they're screaming in anime.
It happens and it doesn't happen. I feel like the cool thing about anime and manga is that there's something for every taste, like literally everything. Yeah, it's just it just sometimes needs a little digging to find stuff that's actually really good.
So what's your favorite?
Chainsaw Man.
The what? Chainsaw Man.
Yeah, that's my favorite.
So it's literally a guy that has chainsaws for his
That's the
arms.
the very very
You're
basic.
really gonna go with that.
I am going to go.
What are
with
you, 9.5? What is that?
That's
And
actually really
let me guess,
cool.
he goes around killing people with chainsaws.
it. He goes around killing demons with chainsaws.
Oh, there's a twist.
There's the twist.
Yeah. I mean, and why do you like it?
Because the story, in my opinion, is really unpredictable. It's written in a very human way,
Uh-huh.
so it's not really
It's
about
a
the
it's a
action.
human story
It's
about a
more
guy
about-
with
yes,
chainsaws.
It's
instead
about
of-
this young guy who is like in a very fucking desperate situation, and he just wants to have a normal life. He doesn't
Is it
want
like
to be
Edward Scissorhands?
he doesn't want to be the strongest or the best or anything. He just wants a normal life, and he doesn't get it. And I think that the premise of that is super entertaining. It's very complex story, very interesting. I love it. You should check it out.
Okay.
The series is also great, and the movie that just came out.
Well, there you go.